Greetings and salutations, and welcome back once again to Gettysburg. I am your host as always. Now, without further ado, let's see what the Federals have done this turn. What are they up to? Okay, the cavalry that was there routed. So we've got infantry along here. They got what's 1,500 odd men there. Oh, cavalry on the move. Uh-oh. Looks like he's coming forward to counterattack into my flank. Yeah. And if he shoots here, he will be shooting into my flank, which is not a welcome sight. What are they gonna do? I wonder. They're disrupted. They're not. Oh, hello, they are shifting about. More of them come up. Shh. Oof, that hurt. Ow. 22 men there just gone instantly. It's not a welcome sight, especially given that they're shooting into my flank. Let me see, actually. Where is it? Don't mind this. That's what I wanted. Let's see. Dismounted cav. I do quite like that. But no. But I will not. Alright. So yeah, he's thrown a new good chunk of troops in the form of Carr's Brigade and what looks like Brewster, maybe? Oh, that's Brewster there, 74th and 120th. So that must be Carr's that must be Carr's Brigade there. Brewster there, Ward, and Graham sort of mixed in together. Alright. Hood. Suppose I could fall back, reform, and also allow Hood to form up, and then recommit the assault forward. But the question is that really worth it? Something tells me no, it isn't. Ooh, hello. My cavalry is not in a good spot here, as I've got to try and get it out. Oof. Okay, with the guns now moving. Alrighty, let's see what happened. What is the report? Command report. 17th VA Cav is isolated. 17 units out of 27 undisrupt. 2 units out of 2 rallied. 1 unit recovered fatigue. 3 units routed. The 53rd and 50th Georgia and the 36th Virginia Cavalry Battalion. And the 1st and 1 unit resupplied. So, let's see. Routed there. Okay. The two units that are routed are here. The 50th and the 53rd Georgia. Of Seams Brigade. Alright, let's have a look-see over the ground and what things can, well, see. Yeah, face my glorious, non-existent firepower. Davis. Yeah, this is Davis's slot. I'll do... Let's start down here, as always. Let's see. Hello, what have we spotted? Some Federal infantry. Like 100 Federal infantry sitting there. Interesting. Then we'll do this part, which is the bringing up of Alexander's artillery battery and the Washington, Louisiana battery. And then we'll have the Hood's supply wagon continue to trundle up. Then we start down here. First and foremost, you blast them. You're not going to do a lot, but shoot them. Is it going to do a lot of damage? No, not really. But every little bit helps in this situation. You go there to try and rally them. McClaws will try and rally them. '51st Georgia will form into line. They will turn that way. These ones will pour into them. And then you will pour it into them. Robinson. You can't be seen at the moment, so now you can be seen. So Texas Brigade moves up and will start forming, ready to continue onwards. Hood himself will go there, and then George T. Anderson with his Georgians will basically look to form on the right of the Texas Brigade next turn. Actually, I'm just going to stack. There's nothing here that's really threatening Hood's division. I doubt anyone would want to come forward. So I might as well just do that. And then here comes Benning and his Georgian Brigade. And we bring on Henry's Battalion of Guns. Alright. Now, how do we want to proceed here? That's the question, isn't it? Do I advance and potentially take the gunfire? Or do I try and be a bit more subtle about it? I think I'm going to try and be a bit more subtle. I will focus all my firepower on that one chunk of the Federal line. 4 regiments of Kershaw's brigade. You obviously can't go there. And you are disrupted, so Barksdale. Will basically pull Barksdale back to there. and they will pour it into them. And then we'll bring the David Lang and the Florida Brigade down here. They'll pour it into the 68th. Oh, that was painful for them. And good for me. Because their E-quality, which, well, the E-quality troops, they are not likely to have enjoyed that. Let's get you out of my way. What can you see? Okay, you can see them. If these boys go here, they can't be seen, so pour it into the 63rd. This chunk of Mahone will turn slightly and then advance and pour it into the flank of the 105th. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage or anything, but every little bit helps. Posey and the Mississippians is to stay where he is for the moment and basically work on regrouping his brigade as much as, well, he can. Wilcox, I'll bring up Wilcox's brigade with the goal of advancing to, say, there, and then pouring fire from the high ground into them as well. It's not going to do a lot, but again, every little bit. Never underestimate how much just that little bit of extra musketry can help. Alright, next we will bring up the guns. While also throwing scales forward. Specifically throwing Scales brigade forward to basically give yet more pressure on the Federal line. I intend to hit it all along the line to just try to put it under so much pressure that it'll have no choice but to snap. It will have to snap somewhere. That's the key to it, to my plan. His line can't hold everywhere. It can't be strong everywhere. His line can't be strong everywhere. It has to be weak somewhere. Which is where this whole strategy comes into play. He can't physically stop them all. Alright, there's Scales advancing a bit more. You'll open fire on them. Take that off now. These guns, 5 of them will focus solely on one target, and it should be those boys because they don't have any protection. So all the guns will focus there. 10 of them. It's not too bad, not exactly brilliant. 2, 1. That did next to nothing. Alright, Perrin. Now we throw Perrin's brigade forward as well. So we'll have 2 of Pender's brigade attacking, supported by the other 2. Open fire. Ow. Yeah, that did precisely nothing. Right, let's bring up these guns. They can't unlimber at the moment, but that doesn't mean they're not going to be in a useful spot. Come next turn, they will be in a they'll be in a useful spot. This lot has to break at some point. Next, we move on to the North Carolina Battalion of Sharpshooters. Are going to stay relatively close to Lee because, well, that's what their job is. Alright, open fire.
It was the famous battle that was fought on Shallow Hill. It was the 6th of April, just at the break of day. The drums and fifes were playing for us.
Open fire up there.
Horrors of that field did not for the wounded.
So the Stonewall Brigade is now doing is going to attack this clump of troops and say, you can't do anything here. You have to stay here or your line will snap. 7.
Cause so many homes that deep all from that blood and all Shallow
Blast. 13 men away from there. Youth 4 guns will actually shoot up there.
And early the next morning we were called to arms again, unmindful of the wounded, unmindful of the slain. The struggle was renewed, 10,000 men were killed. This was the second conflict to the famous Shallow Hill.
These big, burly 20-pounders. If we quickly go into the parameter data,
thousands of brave
20-pounder Parrot.
soldiers fell to rise no
Medium range is at
but I
14.
pray to God thy
So
Savior,
I
if
want to get
consistent
them
with thy will,
at maybe
save the
4 hexes.
souls who fell.
So we're actually going to bring them further up, as I want to get them as close as I can to just blast the Federal position. Now, as for John Jones and his brigade, how do I want to do this? The problem with advancing with John Jones is I would then be open to artillery fire from Cemetery Hill. I would just be eating all that artillery fire from Cemetery Hill.
Oh, yes, Southerners now draw near, and to my story approach.
So I have to do one of two things.
Southerners' heart
Clear these guns just to... Yes, what do I do? That's the question.
That night,
Stuart is not exactly in a good spot to do anything, really, because he's holding this flank.
could be found, and in the rain we almost drowned on our way to Shiloh.
We continue to bring roads this way. For two big reasons. One is it plays into my strategy of swinging my whole army to the right.
When the Shiloh hove in view, it would
If I place the guns there, they can't see anything.
the sea, them Yankee motley crew that held the works at Shiloh. For they were strongly
That's not what I wanted, but
batteries on
I misclicked.
the side.
So in that case, I'm just going to have to do this.
Plains cried, we'll get hot work at Shiloh.
It's time for the hot work. That's Rowley's brigade. Now, Rowley, I know, is First Corps. Ow. Ow. Ow.
33rd and the Swabs, they charge the batteries they give each year.
Which in this case means I'll have to throw Jones forward.
The years with Southern steel at Shiloh.
Lose 23 men there. So I lost 27 to 17 there
Their guns and that
against Paul. That belongs to Paul, which is Third's
like hairs before
First Corps.
the Yankees could not withstand the Southern charge at Shiloh.
Vermont.
The few at Shiloh.
And then in this case, I will shimmy. Ow. Troops of Stewart's brigade along. For two reasons. Colonel Nichols will go there. That should hopefully give me a bit extra oomph to add to the assault. Alright, dolls. I should have really hit him early. I should have hit him more during yesterday's fighting, but nothing really I could do about that. Let's get them guns all zooming in the same direction. Avery. This is all Daniels, who's just going to zoom that way. Alright, Ramsur. Alright, you are right. That's Ramsur. Now, I could continue to just try and blast up here with this amount of guns, but I just don't think it's going to do a lot, so they will limber up. And move out of the way. Get them out of the way, while I also commit Ramsur more into the town to hold more chunks of the town. Gordon is gonna they will back off, as will Hayes at this point. Hayes and the Louisiana Brigade will also back off. Ooh, maybe not. Well, we'll leave one regiment up there just to say, we're here, don't be coming this way. For now. Lee is in a perfectly good spot to command all three of the corps. Archer will shift that way because Heath, for the most part, is shifting as well. As I continue to just shift. He can't go that way, he can't go that way. That is the only gap he can get through. So in this case, we'll just leave them there. And we'll try and reorganise them. Heath's wagon, Ender's wagon are both nearly empty, so... What can you see from there? Not nearly as much as you would be able to see from there. Alrighty. That's Heath's guns. They will also move this way as well. Now that I've come back to this spot, what to do with these two regiments of right? I can do one of two things, really. Push him down here to do one of two things. One of which would be, quote, to seal that gap, but I'm not going to do that. Or, well, I might do that. I'm not sure yet. Or I can push him in here to try and help dislodge this lot with a flank volley, and I think I will. I'm going to get shot in the flank in the process, but who's the big regiment? They're the same size roughly, so pour it into them. And then that's right done. Anderson does not have effective command yet, so there we go. He now does. Hill is in effective command of his whole corps. Longstreet is in effective command of, well, his corps that's on the field. And let's continue to bring up Brockenbauer and Pettigrew to try and give me more oomph in that one spot that I need that oomph. I just need that one spot of oomph to really dislodge them. Hopefully, this assault will put his line under so much pressure. Yeah, only one snipe from there, it wasn't worth the shot. Hopefully this puts him under so much pressure, his line begins to buckle. They shift there, you shift there. You will go back down that way. Alrighty. What about you? You've moved, so my cavalry is constantly having to try and find that flank of his. Still, hopefully, their line being under this much pressure, they will begin to buckle. But we shall see. Hood will be launching his lead brigade at the Federals' next turn in the form of the Texas Brigade, which will basically move up in a hit here, with probably Anderson following up. I might not deploy Anderson, I might keep him on the road for now and push him towards these stone walls. We shall see. If we can basically keep massacring Federal cavalry where we can. Ooh, 6,500 just from this so far. It's starting to get unfortunate, but still a draw for now, thankfully. No major defeat just yet. Alright, all my guns are nice and set, ready to plaster the Federals along here as much as I damn well can. I will shimmy up E.L. Thomas's brigade a little bit. And Pender will shift up a little bit as well to ensure he's got full command on his division. There we go. No getting at those guns, thank you. So for now, I think that is going to be that. There's nothing else that really goes, this must be done. I'll put the wagon there. As we continue to just bring up more and more and more guns to just try and obliterate this chunk of the Federal line. Still, I am fairly happy with this arrangement for now. This is going to probably be painful. But no. This will probably be painful for me. 13 for 19, yeah. Ow! The 10th Louisiana have just been eating it from these Vermonters. Still, I didn't want to be attacking across here, but it's gonna... I have to do it to sort of tie down more Federal troops. So I'm going to pay for it, for sure. Oh, of course I went low ammo. Ugh. Typical luck. Still, hopefully, we can bring up these guns into a closer position to, well, absolutely blaster these Federal positions here. But we shall see. For now, however, that is going to be that for the turn. So, I hope you have all enjoyed, as always. If you have, consider hitting that thumbs up, letting me know in the comments below, or subscribing. Don't move. I gave you no permission to move. Get back there. So, as I said, thank you all. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you all very, very soon. So until next time, bye-bye for now. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, I totally forgot there's melee phase, isn't there? But I don't think I even want to melee. I mean, I could melee them, but I'm going to probably pay a bloody price for it, because assaulting uphill into Orchard, Oh, I'm not assaulting uphill. I would just be assaulting into Orchard, but I'll probably get shot by the 14th Vermont. I'll take it. Ouch. Still, that might dislodge the line even a little bit. Not gonna do that, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. You can't melee, so that's that. So, sorry about that. But again, I thank you all, and I will see you all very, very soon. You can tell I have no script. Later, everyone.